And another thing, I'm sitting here thinking about this, and people upset with me because I'm not thanking people for either putting super chat or I look. I'm going through a lot. I have so much on my plate. I'm dealing with this. Gross, huh? But it hurts constantly. You know, I'm 54 years old, and I forget I've got so much going on. Um, Trying to keep bills paid. The last thing I wanted to do is ask anybody for help. I've been doing everything I can to earn money while I'm out of work. One of the biggest things was my craft stuff. Luckily, I am making decent money now with the craft stuff. Only problem is I've got to get more stuff. Can't do that unless my insurance payment pays out. So, you know, I'm making as much product as I can and reselling whatever I make. But I'm on top of dealing everything going on with Pop and everything dealing with myself and the house. It's overwhelming. And I feel like I shouldn't have to explain myself because you guys know everything that's going on. I forget to do lives like Pop wants to do. He wants to get on and do a live a day, but he sleeps. When he sleeps, I let him sleep. No, Chonky, you can't get over there. Look, I'm over here burning cardboard. Um, it is all I can do just to remember where my damn keys are. Excuse my language. I'm frustrated. This is one of them days I wish I could just hide somewhere and forget about all this stuff. But guess what? I can't do that. I've got no help from anybody else. Family-wise, it's just me, Pop, and the boys, and I'm doing the best I can. And I thought you guys understood that and knew that I'm doing the best I can. I am overwhelmed all the time, but I still deal with it. You know, I've had people tell me, why don't you just put Pop in a home? But I made a promise to him, and I made a promise to my mother that would never happen to either one of them. And I'm doing my damnedest to keep that from happening. We are moving Pop out to the living room, so there's more room when that new bed gets here. I'm going to set it up in the living room. I'm getting rid of all my living room furniture and my big corner fish tank to put Pop in the living room, to make his life a little more comfortable and everything, because he's not comfortable in that little tiny room, and there's just no room to maneuver a Hoya lift and help Pop transfer and all that nice stuff. So we're moving him out to the living room. We've got plans. Again, I'm sorry if anyone feels slighted or upset. When the super chats come in, I have no idea how to even look on who was going it. Donovan says they come through the messengers, but we're doing the lives on a phone, and I generally let Pop do his live. I read the comments when he asks me to read the comments, and that's the only time I read the comments. It's when he asks me to, or he wants to see who's on, that type of thing. I try to let him have as much privacy and do what he can, because he already feels like he's embarrassed because we're helping him, we're changing his diaper and everything. So I'm trying to do the best I can to support him and make him comfortable. So no, he cannot see the screens, and I'm not intentionally avoiding any comment or any saying thanks to whoever has donated. There's a lot of people who's donated. Granny Doe, Barbara, Scrap It Pallet Man, I don't remember the name of the one that was upset about the super chat. I have, you know, I miss it. And in the super chat, we don't have access to that. And unless Pop makes over $100, we don't see it until he does make over $100. So I don't know if anything's been put in super chat. If I missed a comment, you know, that's it. I don't know how to maneuver this. I can go on live on this phone, and that's it. The computer, we have not got the other computer set up yet. The only one that's set up is the old computer, and it will not sign on to his page because this telephone is off. I'm only able to use this telephone for lives right now with Wi-Fi. I have not paid that bill. I have let my cell phone bill get cut off so I can go ahead and get that bed. I originally thought I was going to have enough for one particular bed, but that particular bed would have took over a month and a half to get here, and we are in need of a bed now. So I ended up having to choose another bed that's a little more expensive. It's $2,099, and then after taxes and shipping and all that stuff, it was almost $2,700, almost. But between Granny Doe and my crafting and mine and Donovan's whole entire paychecks have went to that bed, just so he's comfortable. You know, again, I don't know how many times I can say I'm sorry if I missed anybody. I am so sorry. I'm frustrated. I feel like everybody's beating me up for doing the best I can, and I can't. I'm doing the best I can.